Right. So we started off with, yeah, it's one less day before we take summer vacation, but there are fewer days. All right. So we decided that it is for uncountable and for singular, we like to use less, and fewer for countables. Okay. You'll notice we see some cyclists will have this one less car. All right, so there's less traffic, fewer cars, less money, fewer euros, less day, fewer days, less water, fewer rainfalls. All right, we mentioned again keeping it practical at the supermarket. All right, you're walking up and down the aisles, you get your produce, and then you go to the cash or the checkout or the cashier. And I told you the story at a local supermarket in my neighborhood in Canada where there's a sign that says 10 items or less. They spell it, they make the poster grammatically incorrect, but it's just so commonly accepted. But those that are traditionalists, people who are custodians of the English language will say it's 10 items or fewer is the correct way. But many people don't know this. So you can correct a native English speaker when they make this mistake. But not that there would be any confusion in understanding. It's perfectly understood. But just so you know, to go through, we took a look at the Spider-Man. All right, to go through, all right, you go through a tunnel. You can go through a difficult time. All right, you go through an experience. All right, I tell my daughter, we've gone through this before. We've gone through this before. Now we have to go through it again, whatever the case may be. They are seated. No. We like to use the active. They are sitting, not the passive sounding. All right, they're sitting on the sofa, and this is helpful in part 3. All right, make sure you use the present continuous for describing the actions that you see in the photo. The remote. So yeah, if I'm telling a story, I'm going to say, yeah, a man sat next to me on the subway. Okay, or the man sitting next to me. All right, I was sitting next to a man and he said, okay, we don't like to say a man seated. You can, but it's just not as natural. Okay, we talked about some speculation and we saw some cut-off shorts. Okay. If you go to the shop and you want some shorts, you just buy shorts. But if you have some pants or some jeans and you want to make them into shorts, you can cut them off. And then they're called cut-off shorts. All right, a skirt, not to be confused with a dresser. We did some listening and we did some reading practice. The verbs and prepositions will be attached to the Google Classroom, as will some more exams.